work is different, if at all, from the Sunol Task Force in terms of challenges or otherwise?
Well, I'll let some of the other people answer that, but the challenges are fairly, I believe, the same. If you talk to some of the business owners down there, you're talking about parking for the lower Main Street area for some of the merchants. You're talking about lack of development on Wall Street. So we want to get the projects moving that are going to kind of tie into West Avenue to Wall Street to Lower Main Avenue. There's an area in between that's struggling, in between the two projects that are going on. So it's up to this committee to work with the residents and the business owners down there and determine what those challenges are, what the problems are, and then try to come up with recommendations on how to meet those challenges.
Yeah. If I might, just from my perspective as the House Chair of the Commerce Committee, looking at what other cities have done, looking at what New Haven has done and West Hartford, what there is a formula basically where they do assemble a group. They look to surface issues that are impediments to growth, economic growth, and also vitality. But they also solicit input from the folks in the community. But it's really about just focusing in on the areas that are going to really not only improve it, but also talk about, just discuss things that maybe things have been done in the past, maybe things that could be improved. However, Norwalk has looked at things in the past, but the idea of just getting the community behind an effort like this and focusing on it is the way this starts. And if we just sort of work the process, I think we're gonna have a very good result at the end of this.
How often will you meet, and what will
I think
we're
going to figure that out. This is the first time we've actually met.
This group will be
action items. Will
this group will be tasked with selecting a chairperson.
Okay.
If they feel it's appropriate, to divide into various committees focusing on different issues, and also looking to bring other people into the process. People who are business owners, people who are residents of the area, who kind of know what the experience of Wall Street is like and know what's needed. I think all too often, as we usually do, we try to determine what it is people need, what people want, instead of reaching out and asking the people, what do you need, what do you want, what are the problems? This is your neighborhood. You know what the problems are. Tell us what we can do to help make this better. We have a business owner right here. He knows what the problems are down in the Wall Street area. He knows the challenges that he faces every day. So he's a perfect fit for this committee because he knows exactly what's needed down there and can help guide the process.
Mayor, you had mentioned that you were optimistic about two developments. I presume Poco and
yeah, I did mention them.
Could you elaborate on what gives you reason to be optimistic?
Not really. It's just that when I was campaigning for office, I said that I would meet regularly with the developers of the projects that were in one form of completion or another, or some that seemed to be not moving forward as quickly as we would like them to. I've been part of those meetings, having meetings and talking to the developers, and things are moving along, and we're cautiously optimistic that those projects will be started in the very near future.
And of course, to riff on what the mayor is saying, we do have the Freeze Park Artist Village that will be coming up online at the end of the
There
May.
we go. There we are.
Really doing the advertising.
I know.
Yeah, good
But,
job,
and these are the kinds of things. See, Jackie had started this concert series in Freeze Park.
Mm-hmm.
It gets people down into Wall Street area. It gets people to come down, and those are you need people coming out and walking on your sidewalks and walking around and looking around and just seeing what we have to offer down there. You look at it right now, and it looks kind of difficult, but with a little bit of ingenuity and a little bit of people coming down and investing, you can see some major changes. I mean, I think Wall Street's really been suffering since the flood.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I don't think it's ever made a true recovery
back
from the flood of 1955, and I remember that well. I remember when the buildings were torn down and falling into the river. So And I'm talking the flood of 55, not...
Not Noah.
38.
I thought maybe 38 down there.
Yeah, not Noah's flood. But,
You grabbed two of everything and ran.
Yeah.
I thought that was you.
That was him. He
I
was
thought that was you in the
Rosado.
movie.
But, I think there was a, it's, I don't want to sort of second guess history here, but, I think sometimes you have an assumption that things will just come back, and sometimes really it takes a lot more effort and a lot more focus and determination, and I think that's why we're all here, because we want to see that happen. We love the city, we want to see something happen, and this is, I think, this is going to be an exciting time for Norwalk. As I say,
Any more questions? Well, thank you, and get to work.